that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Pierce with the steal, and now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Now just a 2-point Magic lead.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Griffin a screen on Payton. Paul dishes to Griffin. It's Redick on the wing. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 5 assists in the game. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume, it's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris. And for Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like. Way back in 2005, Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball, and JJ knew it as well.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. Again, the Magic score.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Jordan the screen, the drive by Paul, and it's blocked by Gordon. And they'll keep possession. The shot by Pierce will not go.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Oladipo misses.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Blocking foul called on Nikola Vucevic. That's his second personal foul, first team foul.
Jordan sets the pick for Paul. It's Jordan on the wing. And the wide open shot from Redick. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Harris a screen on Redick. And Oladipo, here we go. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Wide open shot is on the money. Harris has got 10 points in just the second half. Paul against Payton. Paul kicks to Griffin. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Payton against Paul. They set the pick. Payton passes to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Oladipo. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
No slowing him down. Just some incredible numbers for Oladipo. 13 points and 6 assists.
And we've all watched him just be an unstoppable force here tonight.
Well, nothing they've done on the defensive end has been able to slow him down. I mean, he's doing exactly what he wants to when he wants to do it.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Orlando.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Orlando trailing here. Pick by Vucevic. Watson dishes to Vucevic. Excellent use of the screen that time. Vucevic has got 28 points for the game. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin, in this one, and We could very well be seeing more.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Jordan the screen. He kicks to Griffin. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 14 points for Blake Griffin.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
It's been quite a game so far for DeAndre Jordan.
We need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
.156 left in the fourth. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And there the Magic with another bucket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Paul kicks to Pierce. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Vucevic down low. Griffin on him. That's good. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Pass to Watson. To the paint. Here's Harris. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some fantastic numbers for Harris. He has 20 points, and he produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position. They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
And here's the break. Pierce, wide open, he fires. Nails it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
From 12 feet out, shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Now here's Paul. Picked by Griffin. Paul passes to Griffin. The feed to Jordan. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 3. It's Crawford with the drive. Crawford with another miss. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Here's Orlando now. And there's the 3-second violation. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Indiana. And here is Paul. Picked by Griffin. Paul kicks to Griffin. Yes!
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
And they're going back to have a look at that shot once again to see if the horn had really sounded before the ball left his hand. Well, this certainly isn't over yet. They may get a second chance. Now, if it's overturned, we're going to need overtime. And this game is not over. The officials are ruling that the shot will count, and we, Greg, are going to overtime.
How about...
And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. So the Clippers win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Orlando, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. The backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. Payton dishes to Oladipo. Pass to Vucevic. And Oladipo kicks to Harris. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Harris has got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Griffin a screen on Payton. Paul passes to Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 18 points for Blake Griffin. Harris outside. The 11-footer, and that one comes up a bit short.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Outside, Pierce. Griffin against Harris, and he gets it to go. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
And the basket by Payton. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Payton against Paul. Down low, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And Oladipo, here we go. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Griffin. Clippers leading by 4. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Payton. He feeds it to Harris. To the inside. Vucevic with the bucket.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 2. 1:41 left to play in the first overtime. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. To the middle, up off the screen, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 1:32 left in overtime. And Orlando has possession. 4-point game. Here's Vucevic. Paul outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
We're now about 3 minutes into this overtime period. Paul is doubled. Redick is in the corner. To the paint. The kick out to Pierce. And Vucevic pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Oladipo. Gordon dishes to Harris. Connects! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Payton against Paul.